Currently 4:05 p.m. and I want to capture the impossible light activity that is remaining inside of the apartment. You can see it on the side of the couch, on the bag, traveling up the wall. The same frame of engineered light that is remaining around the same front door, and the decoration with light that's all over the drapes, and the engineered light that is coating the exterior of the patio door. What you are looking at above is Los Angeles at Alvarado Gardens. The fake sun is over. I'm facing right here. This is building 1800 and 1802 North Alvarado Street in Los Angeles, California. And this is, again, while I'm walking the property, where I am capturing. I've already captured the sunrise at this property at Alvarado Gardens while I live there and work there, and so I'm capturing that fake sun. I'm capturing that phenomenon because I'm documenting the state of California, and I am in Ontario in the afternoon at the same time. It's currently 4:06 p.m. So that's what I want you to see, where the entity has today kept the fake sun. And here it is. What is over the building at Alvarado Gardens in Los Angeles is not going to be outside of Tracy Banks' patio glass door in Ontario, California. What is rising over me, which is documented through my living room window in what is Los Angeles, California, at this same apartment complex where I both lived and worked. I documented the sunrise, in other words, through my window apartment at this same property, Alvarado Gardens at the top in Los Angeles, California. And I'm also documenting what is, again, impossible to be the natural environment, that the sun would be in any position at that same property. And not only that is it at the same property, like I'm capturing the same pattern of conduct, providing context regarding what people are doing when they're in the path, like Romana, medical transportation, gang stalking under the fake sun. That's in the same position that it was in when I walked into the parking lot, to capture the license plates and the people of the state that are engaged in what is stalking, coming onto the grounds of Aveneth Capital Management, that is gang stalking with the state, and that is why they are going to be prosecuted, while the population itself comes onto the grounds to participate in stalking with the state, to facilitate what is a sex offense, monitoring a woman. You're monitoring by stalking. Okay, the entity is doing so on behalf of the state, and there is no sun that's going to be at the same time on February 21st, 2024. Today is, again, February 19th, 2025. This is the same time of year analysis, and I'm also doing same time of day analysis. So that which is the sun over Alvarado Gardens last year is not over Alvarado Gardens this year, and that which is rising over me at Alvarado Gardens and setting at the same property is not doing so this year. What it is in conformity to a pattern of conduct, because the sun is both rising and setting in Ontario, California, and the natural environment does not consist of that which would be rising and setting at the same address, however. So this is how you're recognizing the pattern of conduct, and through the closed blinds you are looking at, again, what is not going to be over building 1800 and building 1802 in Los Angeles, California, as I am showing same time of analysis, same time of year analysis, this maintenance of the sun that keeps in perfect alignment with me, which is providing the ongoing context. Okay, so you saw this morning where the entity is monitoring me, and I'm documenting. This is the fake sun that you're looking at in essentially the same position when I'm walking out of the apartment, and the entity is keeping the fake sun over this parking lot as I walk away from the front door. This is what you're looking at right here at 4:07 p.m. This is the same position. As I move, this fake sun moves. As I remain, as I'm documenting at Woodside Senior Apartments at apartment number 51, this is where a fake sun, not the natural environment, remains, and this is where you're recognizing stalking. All right, and that's exactly what I'm documenting. Romana medical transportation is stalking in the path with their hazard lights on. And the moment that I start taking pictures, this demon that knows what I'm doing on a communication device is a sex offender monitoring a woman inside of a private space, vicariously acting on behalf of the state of California in conformity to a well-documented pattern of conduct. Is gang stalking me and gets into his vehicle in order to, they're still monitoring, but does so with regard to knowledge that he is being documented. So that's how you have the fake sun in the same position where it was 2 hours earlier. This is also being captured while I am showing you the fake sun that is remaining over this apartment building as a matter of documentation. This was today at 2:14 p.m. where the fake sun moves. As I move away from the building, so does the fake sun move away from the building. So does the state fly over my head in planes, speaking to state action. All right, the entity is, again, maintaining this light source that's over me in Los Angeles today at 4:06 p.m. and I'm showing you what is the fake sun at 11:19 in the morning over the same exact building. Okay, while I am inside of the same building, here it is which I am juxtaposing with what's happening in Los Angeles at the same time. Okay, the entity is maintaining a light source over the same exact location, which is a supernatural occurrence, and it is as supernatural as the sun engaging in the same pattern in Los Angeles at Alvarado Gardens, where the Los Angeles Police Department engaged in what is the hallmark of what is gang stalking me via helicopter. Okay, this is what I'm documenting with regard to the specific environment as well, while the entity is keeping that fake sun. Okay, this is I will go ahead and show you what is the maintenance of this specific environment. I'm documenting the same thing on an ongoing basis with regard to the prosecution of Avanath Capital Management, that is gang stalking. The sun that is remaining for the duration of the day over me in Ontario, California, is not the natural environment. It's speaking to the pattern of conduct that the people of the state and the state itself that employs the Ontario International Airport, the Ontario Police Department, using planes and helicopters to engage in psychological torture, to criminally threaten and intimidate me, while federally stalking me on the video of the internet via my devices, keeping evidence against the state, against itself, under surveillance, and continually and persisting in stalking and terrorizing me. This is where an entity is recognizing that pattern of conduct, which is also shown through the specific environment, that which defies nature. This is the light source that's over the building at 9:17 in the morning, which is what I documented yesterday morning. So I just want to be clear on that. This is again capturing, giving another example regarding what the entity is doing, which is stalking me. And it is underway on an ongoing basis. This is engineer light piercing through the peephole. This is engineer light, which is again showing what is surveillance that's underway inside of what is legally designated as a private space. I am the only one maintaining my constitutional rights intact, because I am subject to surveillance by the state, and that surveillance system is identified through this environment that I'm pointing out to you. This light, which is not possibly sunlight, that which is shooting horizontally through at all angles into the apartment, and doing so for the remainder of the day as the entity keeps a light source which is not possibly the sun, in perfect alignment with me, which is giving context regarding the nature of this crime, which is entirely satanic. And the demon possessed are those that know what I'm doing inside of this private space, and they are the same ones that are indeed sex offenders monitoring my genitalia, because inside of the bathroom, inside of this private space, I remain under surveillance. Okay, it is again currently 4:12 p.m. This is the P.O.C. and all of the people of the state and units 33 through 64 are going to prison. This is all surveillance, because none of this is sunlight. All right, and you can clearly see this. I want you to see this engineer light disappearing on the shade right here. This is engineer light just appearing out of nowhere. You see how this is all shade and the light just manifests out of nowhere here? This is surveillance that's underway, and that is the fake sun. And this is the same building where it's over in the morning. And then you're looking at what's happening in Los Angeles at the same time. Is not in alignment with what's going on in Ontario, California, and it's also never going to be the natural environment such that the sun is rising and setting, which is the shared pattern of conduct in Los Angeles County and Los Angeles, California, at the facilitating venue where I remained and worked, Alvarado Gardens, where the entity was monitoring me in the workplace, and also where I lived. And the criminal interference with quiet enjoyment is the criminal act of the landlords, speaker companies, gang stalking me, and also what I'm showing, which is Avanath Capital Management, a gang stalking landlord in violation of the Violence Against Women Act also. And that's what's relevant about this documentation showing a supernatural environment where stalking is maliciously underway by a population. Okay, it is currently 4:14 p.m. This is P.O.C.